Did you know that Mount Sinai, Mount Sinai, the biblical Mount Sinai, comes from the ancient deity that was named Sin, S-I-N. That's where you get Mount Sinai. It's S-I-N-A-I. Now, if you look in the encyclopedia, and I know that a lot of people use the internet these days, but I like to use encyclopedias. It says the name Sinai may be derived from the ancient religious cult of the moon god Sin. But hey, that's just what the encyclopedia says, Don't take it from me, take it from the encyclopedia. Now, what's interesting is if you look up pictures of Moses, statues of Moses, pictures of Moses, if you look them up, he always has horns, okay? And it's very interesting because a lot of ancient people used horns, okay? Tribal people, Native Americans had horns and a lot of horns. And one theory behind Moses and the horns, there are a few, and the theories are excellent. One theory is that Moses was the leader of a moon cult, and within that cult they worshipped this deity Sin, and that's why he wore the horns, because the horns are actually the moon in its quarter. Okay, that's what they are. That's why the Native Americans wore horns. They're lunar horns, and that's because they used the moon to track the time back then, 28-day cycles via the moon. Now, back then, you got to understand things were different, and they worshipped all sorts of different things. They worshipped volcanoes, okay? The explosive, just craziness of a volcano. The volcano, the explosion of a volcano to the ancient people reminded them of the sexual explosion of creation, okay? Creating children and life. So they were worshipped. I mean, that's where we get our word pyramid. Okay, because it's shaped like a volcano. In a pyramid, the word is pyro-mid, fire in the mid. Okay, when you start to learn where these ideas came from and these words and these terms, it gets super fascinating. Moses comes down Mount Sinai with the tablets of the law, the 10 commandments in his hand, and he smashes them. He throws them down, and Moses is known as the first law breaker. Why? Why did he throw them down? Why did he break them? Because he was mad at the Israelites for worshiping a golden calf? Why? What's a golden calf? That's the sun in the age of Taurus. If you want to learn more about this stuff, go to my website, withthesun33.com. I love you all. This is my opinion.